these notes will be the even problems from 5-7 and 5-8 notes. So again, we are solving by elimination, but this time you can't just add or subtract right away because you do not have same or opposite coefficients. So you have to multiply one or both of the equations to make that happen. So if we look at number 2, I always look and say, can I multiply anything by 2 to get 9? That answer is no. This is a 1 to get a 3. Yes. So I need to multiply the bottom equation by 3. Make sure you multiply everything by 3. So 6x plus 3y is equal to 15. Now, if you're able to ignore this one fairly easily, you can just start adding or subtracting. I like to have mine line up right up below each other, so I'm going to rewrite the top one. So now I know the 3y's need to cancel, so I need to subtract. 6 minus 9 gives me negative 3x. 15 minus 12 gives me positive 3. Divide. X equals negative 1. So it's going to be easiest to plug x into that bottom original equation. So 2 times negative 1 plus y is equal to 5. Again, I hope that you are able to skip this step and just in your head, or if you need to write negative 1 in there, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus y is equal to 5. Do the substitution in your head instead of writing it out. Add 2 and we get y equals 7. So our ordered pair is negative 1, 7. Number 4. This one you can pick and choose. You can either make the x 5 or the y 2. I'm actually going to make the y 2, and the reason I'm going to do that is I noticed that the y has a plus and a minus, and I would rather add things than subtract. So that's just something I noticed, but the nice thing about these is you can do something different than I do or your neighbor does, and you should still get the same answer. So 2x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. So opposites add. 7x is equal to negative 56. Divide, and x equals negative 8. So if you would have multiplied the top by 5 instead, you would have been solving for y first instead of for x. I'm going to plug it into the top original. Negative 8 plus y is equal to negative 3. Add 8 to both sides. Y equals 5. So your ordered pair is negative 8, 5. Number 6. When I look, I see I can make the 3 into a 6, or I can make the 1 into the 2. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to multiply the top by 2. That gives me 6x plus 2y is equal to 4. So that might make you a little nervous, but all we need to do is subtract, and we see that we get 0 equals 0. So remember, if your variables cancel out and you're left with a true statement, you have infinitely many solutions for number 6. Number 8. This one we cannot get from 3 to 5 or 3 to 4. So it is your choice if you want to get the x's to be 15 or if you want to get the y's to be 12. I'm going to get the y's to be 12. So I need to multiply the top one by 4 and the bottom one by 3. So you just multiply the top one by one of the bottom coefficients and then vice versa. So 12x plus 12y is equal to 36. 15x plus 12y is equal to 30. The y's are the same, so we subtract. Negative 3x is equal to 36. To 6, not 36. Divide by negative 3, and x is negative 2. I'm going to plug it into the original top one. Doesn't really matter. So again, 3 times -2 gives me -6 plus 3y is equal to 9. Add 6 to both sides. 3y is equal to 15. Divide, and y equals 5. So -2, 5 is your ordered pair solution. Number 10, our first issue is that these are not lined up. So you need to take the y and move it over here. The way we would do that is subtract. So 2x minus 4y is equal to 18. So you can either make the x's 10s, or you could make the y's 24, or to make it a little bit easier, you could actually make it 12. I'm just going to go ahead and do the x's. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by 2, or the top by 2 and the bottom by 5. So -10x minus 12y is equal to 6. 10x minus 20y is equal to 90. We have the same, or we have opposites, -10 and +10, so we need to add. That would give me -32y is equal to 96. Divide by -32, and y equals -3. I'm going to plug -3 into the top one for y. So that equation would say 2x equals -12 plus 18. And maybe you could do that part without writing it out. 2x is equal to 6. Divide, x equals +3. So our ordered pair is +3, -3. Make sure you write your x first. And 12. Again, they're not lined up, so we need to move the 7y over to that side. -2x minus 7y is equal to 26. So right now we're not looking at that one. We can make the x's 14 or the y's 35. I'm going to go ahead and make the x's 14. So I'm going to multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by 7. 14x plus 10y is equal to -26. -14x minus 49y is equal to 182. The x's are opposite, so we add. That gives us -39y is equal to 156. Divide by -39, y equals -4. So I'm going to go back to this bottom original equation and plug -4 in for the y. So that would give me -2x equals 7 times -4 is -28 plus 26. Again, if you can do that without writing it all out, that's great. -2x equals -2. X equals 1. So 1, -4 is your ordered pair.